you just type it in the game. It's sick. But we are into it now. Dreamland first map.
Okay, let's go. Musicless, because of course both of these guys pick musicless.
We're so hardcore now. We don't play with music. That's the deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like it's pretty smooth. It just looks a little. It almost looks like that.
Yeah, if there's a little bit of lag, it might be even on the Discord stream end.
We got the grab. Okay. Nothing.
Ooh.
Perfect edge guard, dude. That regrab is huge. People don't do it enough.
That's tough. I mean, Jaken didn't want to go on stage and take possibly a big punish.
Marks never do, dude.
Yep. It's a good read from Akko. And Akko was loving this top platform. Real patient dash dancing.
Can't believe we struck to Dreamland. Oh, dang. Doesn't matter if you're just going to hit it like that. Oh, no-y.
Yeah, with the fast fall, sometimes that can be harder to hit than it looks. Oh, first hit up air by Aklo. Sick combo extender.
Well, this stock is getting away from him. No! Oh, okay.
Even when Fox messes up, it's fine, Dunk.
Okay.
It's okay. Oh, good sweet spot by Jaken. Yeah, that was incredible recovery. Ooh!
Oh! I thought there was a forward air coming, but he just does it.
Oh, yeah. Nice run-up jab. It's tough when Fox is at 0. Jaken doesn't have too many options to safely get damage.
Nah, you just gotta get that grab at 0.
You need to grab or some space to move.
Ooh.
Oh, nice falling off up air.
Nice.
Counter.
Good stuff.
Good reaction. He saw how far Aklo went, just went straight to the ledge. Nice and simple. We got an even match so far, and this is so big for deciding who gets the stock advantage.
That get up attack was huge though. If he was just spaced a little bit better, that would have been a forward smash for like almost stock guaranteed.
Yep. Wow, I think Jaken got the DI on that jab. Again! Catches a dash back!
Oh, misses his dash, dude.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That should have been a free grab for Mark there.
Oh! Didn't do a get up attack. Interesting. Nice dodge.
Oh, this could be a big grab for Jaken.
Okay.
Interesting.
10 bucks says he didn't mean to do that up smash.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh! Oh, man. See, that's that crew nerves right there. He didn't want to go for something. Oh!
Whoops! There's no homie stocks in crews. Never. Oh,
but
shit.
There's a double mess up, though.
He can double mess up.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dash dance grab by Aklo. Getting the up air chain. Oh, but Jaken. Shine invincibility there. Saved Aklo from getting board smashed.
Okay.
Wow, so patient. Aklo, he's not going to challenge him on the ledge. He's going to let him back up.
Ooh, these guys, like, I think, like, normally in a crew battle, you'd see it. Ooh. And this could be probably it. I'll hold my thought
one
for a
more
second.
shot at recovering. Oh, he got the ledge. Aklo playing it safe. Doesn't want to overextend here. Oh, that could have been the end. And he gave Jaken an opportunity.
Wow. Oh, just do it, dude.
Nice angle by Aklo, but Jaken still got the combo.
Oh, wow.
Another dropped jab combo. Oh.
Oh,
did he not finish the stock? Oh. Side knees. He read the tech back. It didn't happen.
No. Okay, one more
DI by Jaken.
Oh! He tried to do it to him, dude. Oh, that was hype. Dude, okay, I was about to say in the middle of that, right? They seem so comfortable because I know they're sitting at home. Usually in a crew battle like this, you'd see a lot more slop, but that seemed tight.
We saw a couple unfortunate SDs, but yeah, I agree. Overall movement was really fast from both those guys. Playing pretty solid, and Aklo actually had like 4 chances to close that out just on jab up smash conversions and dropped them all. And then Jaken dropped 1 or 2 of his own, like that neutral B. So, geez, could have went either way there. Tristate up 1 stock in our first match of the crew battle here. That was sick, Dunk.
That was super hype. Yeah, but like what I'm trying to say is like they feel more comfortable than how big this this crew battle is. Like it seemed like they were like actually playing their game. No one was too timid or anything like that. Like they were all just trying to do what they were like, I don't know how to explain what they were actually trying to do.
I know what you mean because it's the work from home effect. Now that we're not in giant convention centers with thousands of people cheering. Everyone just gets to chill at their own computer and play. So I think you're totally right that these guys might be,
up a bit.
Yeah, they might just be more comfortable overall. Well, we're gonna keep it going. Aklo taking the match with 1 stock. They're gonna work on counter picks in the Discord chat while we get the next match sorted.
Yeah, even me right now, I get to drink some of my home brewed coffee. This is great.
Yeah, dude. It's nice and quiet.
So that was nutty. What would you do? What would you do right now if you were captain?
If I was the captain of the Midwest team, if I was Ginger himself, you mean?
And 1 stock versus a Marth, it's scary. So no foxes, in my opinion. Maybe Dreffen. Definitely Dreffen. Well, but then you got
tough, yeah.
The foxes after that.
I think even Reeve just put another Marth in here wouldn't be the worst. Ginger would be a fine pick too, but the whole strategy with Cruz is you got to think, who are they going to send out against the 3 or 4 stocks of your guy?
Yeah, I think Dreffen's definitely like I would anchor Dreffen, right? I would just because just let him clean up. Let's see what he can do. He's so weird and stuff like that. I don't want to send out a Fox or Falco because they could just get blown up for 2 stocks just on any given second. So I would send out probably the Marth because you're not going to get blown up as a Marth. You could take that, and then what are they going to send to counterpick the Marth?
I wonder if they want Dreffen to fight Swedish Delight in the Sheik Ditto. That might be what they're kind of hoping will happen. And then save KJH for Toussaint. That's how Midwest would probably want things to go.
In a perfect world, on paper.
On paper, dude, but we're in Slippy Online. It's a whole new world, Dunk.
What are they Toussaint? They got a whole. Yeah.
Now this Tri-State team is scary. Having 3 strong foxes like that in Tri-State's lineup, having Darktooth, IBDW, and Aklo, I just think that's a really good core. Like if you were building, a CS team or like a basketball team, you need your core. You have your specialized players, and then you got your heavy hitters.
They got their center on lock, and they got their score, and they got their 3-point shooter and their defense.
Yeah.
And then just like, who else? Just come on, you're gonna make the team better.
The chat is saying send in Big Dreff. Whoa. Would you send in Big Dreff versus 1 stock of Aklo?
No, because then he's gonna get counterpicked.
He might get counterpicked by Toussaint's Puff.
Toussaint's Puff, or just like send an IBDW and just that he's gonna have a real hard time versus IBDW. Methinks.
Dreffen could do it though.
Dude, Dreffen is such an enigma to me, dude. I have no idea how good he is. I know his results. I know he's done some things.
You just got to treat him like any other player. If he has the results, he earned them.
He earned them. Yeah, but it's like I don't know how good. Like if you put Dreffen up against like the best, right? In this situation, is he gonna win the match? Like how confident are you in him winning the match? He's really good, but I just don't know. He's the wild card. He could just beat Johnny,
He could. This is the man who qualified to Summit, beating Shroomed and I believe KJH.
Oh yeah.
So this is light work for Dreffen.
Maybe they're saving it
so
for KJH.
Even though it feels a bit weird, I think sending Dreffen in here actually isn't the worst pick ever. Because I've actually seen him versus Puff before at Big House, and he's got a good Puff matchup.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't think. Okay, so if they put in Dreffen right now, let's say best case scenario, he doesn't take stock. They put in IBDW, he can get like 3 stocks. That could be bad. Are they saving IBDW for anything? Or I mean, are they saving Dreffen for anything in particular? Let me see.
Well, to me, that's just the problem with putting Sheik in early in general. It's just because she doesn't have a good matchup with Fox. It's just you know, no matter how good your Sheik is, they can just get blown up by an IBDW level Fox like pretty easily.
So you might as well you might as well save him, right? A little bit just to like maybe take 2 stocks off someone.
Yeah, like maybe Swedish, but like I said, with the 3 Foxes on Tristate, it's hard to counterpick into this. But anyway, looking at Discord chat, it looks like KJH is stepping into the ring.
There we go. There we go. That makes a good amount of sense. He could do some damage. Like even if he loses a couple of stocks, he could still do damage on the next one, regardless of who they put in. Honestly.
Yeah. Again, you put your Fox in early, hard to counterpick it. Hopefully, he ends the match with 4 stocks, and then he can go up against pretty much anyone on the Tri-State lineup.
Okay, let me see.
Morse Code is not on this team. He had to drop out, and he was replaced by Reeve. Dreffen saying, did you see what he said in the chat?
No. What did he say?
They're talking about the stage rules for this.
And
Akla's like, I thought FD was banned. And Dreffen says, there's no top platform on FD.
There's no top platform.
It is banned.
Is FD banned? Really?
I think Brandon's clarifying right now. I believe it's banned in the starter pick. We'll get clarification on that. No, it's not banned. I think it's just on the first match.
Dude, what do you think? All right, what do you think about this? No counter picks, right? But certain characters are obligated to go to certain stages, right? The fairest stage for the matchup that we just decide beforehand, you know? Oh, what's up?
You mean like work it out on a spreadsheet? I'm down.
Hey, Kalindi, just share your stream and then mute your mic.
Okay.
Big Kalindi.
Can you see?
Well, we're about to keep it right now. Yep. We can see, bud.
Okay, so I'm good to mute, and we can just go ahead and start?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
The invite code is being entered.
I wish people played with music just for my own sanity.
So right now, Slippy Online does not have music.
That's a tragedy.
Yeah, you had to sacrifice it to get the netcode working. But Fizzy said that it's on his list of things to implement.
Yeah, it's not the most important thing, dude. I'd go with it's like
you could give us the game in black and white, and we'd be stoked with this netcode. I wouldn't care.
Connect. Oh.
So KJH is searching for Aklo, about to get started.
That's cool. That's just how it works. That's nice.
It's all built in now. Dunk. Melee has never been easier to play.
Dude, do you remember that? That YouTube video of like what was possible like way back in the day? How sick that was? Do you remember that?
I don't know. Online?
Yeah, it was like
it was like a hack with Phantom Star Online or whatever.
But it wasn't really real. It was just like showing what could have been possible, and it looks so sick. This is pretty close to that, or this looks beta to that. You know what I'm saying?
Like the in-game interface. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my! Look at these skins.
Oh my god.
Damn, they look sick.
Sick.
I think they're getting into it on Yoshi's Story.
What is that? A Sasuke? The one on the left?
Someone in chat said "Weebs out."
Weaves out. Who's the guy on the right?
Dude, I don't know.
That's a Sasuke. Aklo is a Sasuke, I think. I think I recognize that thing on the back.
The blue one?
Back. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 1 stock to 4.
Go, baby.
What if this is them playing? They're just they're just so patient.
This is it. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Chain grabs. Okay, Yoshi's Story ending that quick with that platform. Aklo tried to cheese one out, dude. That's what you got to do when you're in this situation. Just get a couple of cheesy kills.
Oh, I like that drill because Becker might have pushed him off.
Okay. Looked like that poked the shield a little bit.
Oh.
Oh! Okay, didn't go for the ledge. Smart.
And I think KGH could have punished. He just missed his ledge dash.
That's it? That's gonna be it. Yeah.
Nice.
One down.
That's big for Tristate.
Aklo's got a fox on him, dude.
Okay, good stuff, Aklo. He did his job. He took the 1-for-1.
Mm-hmm. 1-for-1. Yeah, and then a little extra credit.
But we still have Tristate up 1 stock, 17-16.
Now who goes?
Sorry,
up against
16-15.
KGH, dude?
This is where, yeah,
the shit hits the fan. This is where things get real. This is the big decision.
KJH could turn the crew battle around now if he could get a good matchup versus, you know, probably another Fox is who I'm guessing they're sending in, either IBDW or Darktooth. But we'll see, man. We're going to get the players in the match as soon as possible for you guys. It does take a second for everyone to get their invite codes. Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Yo, hey, Kalindi, can you play your screen again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well just stay in.
Okay, I was just talking to my team.
Oh, the crew, yeah, my fault.
I guess like there's no decision to be made on my part, so.
No, yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
Go play some random scrub for a little bit.
All right.
Is he? Yeah, this is perfect.
Now I can see how this works. I actually haven't watched a stream or anything about it.
Dunk, if you didn't put Slippy online yet, Slippy online is gonna blow your mind. Look at how fast that was.
It's already blowing my mind, dude.
So he didn't have to open up a website and get a code and command
Hey,
paste?
Kalindi, when you can you mute your mic?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to drop his combo though.
No.
This is just a friendly, guys, so we all warm up and wait for Tristate to counter pick.
All right, I'm muting.
All right, let's go. Did they pick?
But yeah, Doug, so you don't have to get a code anymore and paste it in. You just press start, and it does all the work for you.
No, this is great.
It's mind blowing.
This is
Melee's never been better right now.
I talked about it with Hugo like a day or so ago, and he's playing more than ever, and I'm like, why? We had net play for a long time. Like, I don't get it. And he's like, yeah, but I didn't realize how much of a barrier it was having to put in the code and then find someone online like all the time. Like, just not that it's a real big barrier, but it's like a mental barrier. Like, I just don't want to go through this right now. But just pushing a button, you can push a button and play a match at any. Like, who's not going to go through that effort? You know what I mean? Like, Hugo's doing that now, so maybe we'll see him back in a little bit.
It's crazy to say, but yeah, it literally was too much work before.
We're so lazy.
We're so lazy. Now you just press start and you go for it. It's great.
Dark?
Let me check out the stream chat. I wonder who Tristate is sending in here.
Oh, I get it. I always thought that this was the like the tag they were adding, but this is how you connect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your name has to be super short, or what?
You can have a longer name, and this is just like your code. But we have Darktooth coming in for Tristate. He's a really sick Fox player from New York.
Let's go, Darktooth.
So we're gonna have a hot Fox Ditto coming in.
This is my introduction to Darktooth, so I'm ready.
He's sick. I mean, all I have to tell you is that he's a sick new school Fox, and you pretty much get the gist of it. He's badass. He would 3-stock both of us.
Oh, that other Fox is a Sasuke too, dude. It's got the shotting gun eyes. That's dope. What's the guy on the right? Is that Goku?
Damn.
Interesting.
I was
No,
just
that's
looking at it. I
Kobe,
was
dude.
distracted by those Nair shines.
No.
Is that a Kobe?
No, I
Lakers
thought it
jersey?
was. I thought it was for a second, but the number wasn't right.
But either way, we are into
It
it.
is
already.
Bron, guys. LeBron.
Ew.
LeBron James.
Lakers. Thank you, production, for chiming in.
KJ! Oh, barely missed that.
Almost. Yeah, we have Dark Tooth in the yellow, KJH in the black.
I think you gotta read that on the ledge at that point. Oh, nice push off. Was that a push off to back air?
Oh, nice.
Clean.
KJH taking the first stock.
Yeah, I mean, there's some old school players, right, that I kind of feel are like the new school slayers. And I think KJH's Fox is kind of like that. Hyper smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Dark Tooth.
Yeah. On Yoshi's, with the side platform so close to the edge, there's nothing wrong with just full hopping over and over to cover people going from ledge to the side platform.
Oh, he was reading that forward B. It didn't happen, I guess.
Oh, Dark Tooth getting some pressure. Nice falling up air. That was a sick falling up air.
Dark Tooth is sick, dude.
What did I tell you? That's all you have to know.
Fox, baby.
He's a new school Fox. That means he's fucking incredible. Oh, nice angle. KJH still finding the punish though. Wow. Nice little wave dash back. Baits the get up attack.
Dude, that little moment, I don't know. That was like reminiscent of that pressure was insane. That was like Mango-esque.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the falling up air especially.
Oh no!
Oh no. KJH drops the ledge dash. Okay.
Oh, what a read!
Shit. KJH bringing it back with a sick back air to up air combo. He's gonna look for a dash dance grab here. Oh wow. KJH, great pressure here.
Oh, that was really smart to get back on the ledge right there to try to hit it, but that angle is just barely over the forward smash.
Wow, KJH brought that back all the way, and now Midwest is reversed it, and they're up a stock.
Feeling nice.
Dude, don't mess with KJH on Yoshi's story, man. That was just such fast movement on the side platforms. So sick.
Dude, to handle that pressure was nasty, dude. That one read with the freaking up air, dude. That kind of that made me a little giddy.
That made me a little tingly. I mean, read the full hop. And I feel like even if he didn't get the up air, he was still pretty much positioned to, like, you know, cover center stage. It's just good stuff all around.
Yeah, at the worst, what would happen? Like, you didn't jump, or at the worst, you didn't jump, and then he would
he could still, like, on the way down, he could still throw a nair out if the other Fox tries to, like, attack out of that, you know? So, man, we're getting into it. Already 13 stocks to 12 stocks, so only 3 players left for Tristate. Who is left on their lineup? Let's get that up for you here, mentally.
Tristate, IBDW, Swedish Delight, so like the heaviest hitters are still up.
Right. And then on the Midwest side, we still have Reeve, Dreffin, and Ginger, the captain. So this could really go either way. I know I was thinking that Tri-State was one of the sickest crews before we started, but no, Midwest is really sick today.
Dude, KJH is nuts.
And KJ's just entertaining the stream here. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no way. Damn.
But yeah, Doc, it's been sick. With this new update, there's been a lot of new players kind of downloading the game for the first time now that it's even easier.
Really?
Because it's even easier to install is the thing. You just download the app, and it auto-updates everything for you. You never have to... Remember when you would have to download a new client and then relink your ISO, and then you can't find your ISO, and you don't know what's going on
I can never find my ISO.
because you're an old boomer like me.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
you press A on the controller and it updates for you. So
That's
it's
beautiful.
tons of players are getting into the game now with how simple it is to install. It's beautiful.
Come on, let's go arcade.
I kind of brought that up
Get 'em,
because
Arcade.
I was wondering if Arcade was new, but Arcade is actually sick as shit. Who is
Yeah.
this man? Get him in the crew.
Get him. Good thing Arcade's not in the crew battle, dude.
Dude, this would be a much different crew battle if Arcade was in it.
Oh, Arcade, you gotta grab those, dude. Oh. Yeah, you can't do that neutral air at 0%, bro. Gotta get that grab.
So this is the equivalent of like between your tourney match. You know, you find whoever's on the friendly setups and just stay warmed up.
All right, let's go back to the let's go back to the what if you were captain. What would you do right now?
I might. So KJH has one stock. It's Tristate's counterpick here.
Ooh.
It's tough, man. I think you want to get.
IBDW.
No, I think you want to get Toussaint or Swedish in. Well, yeah, maybe IBW and then save Toussaint for
Yeah.
a Marth player. Yeah, you can do that as well.
cause like if you put in Toussaint right now, right, he can get counterpicked to like Yoshi's Ginger or Yoshi's. Yeah, I just don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I mean the Midwest crew, they have a Marth, a Sheik, and Falco. So I'm wondering how Toussaint is going to fit into all this.
I don't know, dude.
Anyway,
Maybe anchor with Toussaint, cause like the
Mhm.
just having the ability to like do the rest and the make the comeback is really big with Puff. I'd anchor with Puff every time actually. Like why not?
Remember when at the original like Genesis 2 crew battles, it felt like it was just decided by who had more like ices and puffs. Ice, in particular, mostly ices. Remember the West Coast had Wobbles and Fly, and they took like 20 stocks between them or something.
Yeah, because everybody's so nervous.
Yeah, wobbling was on, and everyone was nervous. It was just like.
And that was before we knew controllers. I don't know. We just didn't think as much of. Well,
It was pre-UCF.
Yeah, the thought back then was more like control. Like, I don't know. We didn't think as hard about it. I don't know how to explain. We just didn't think it was that big a deal. We're just like, all right, deal with it. But now we understand that there's a lot. Like, if your controller's messing up, you're gonna have a bad time. But like back then, it was just like deal with it.
Controller Johns went from Johns to. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me give you the email address to this guy who has a good shop. Okay, yeah, I see some activity in the stream
that
chat.
was sick. Did you see that?
I missed that, dude. I was looking at the chat.
He just teched something and dodged onto the he teched something and then dodged onto the stage real quick.
Imagine how Arcade feels. They were having a heated match, a heated couple of games, and then KGH just says, "See ya."
He's got to know, unless he doesn't. But I doubt it.
So Tristate has made their selection here, Dunk. Swedish Delight is going to go against one stock of KGH.
All right, let's go, dude.
Chic Fox. And I'm looking at the map picks.
Swedish is honestly what I would do right now. Yeah.
Because after Swedish wins this game, he's going to go against either Ginger, Reeve, or Dreffen.
Which is fine. Which is probably
it's a good, yeah, exactly. It's a good matchup either way. I could see them going Ginger there, but yeah, it's fine either way.
maybe save, and then they should Midwest should maybe save Dreffen for Toussaint. Get Ginger in there maybe.
Yeah, Toussaint might be the key to this all, man, because the Foxes are out of play. The one Fox they had is out. So it's going to be up to Dreffen or Reeve or Ginger to take Toussaint out. But the players are getting into it. The direct invite code is being typed in.
Let's go. Still a little tiny barrier. The day that it's like that I'm the most happy man in the entire world is when we have a friends list, you know? You just go to the friends list, click on the name.
See, now you're thinking like the rest of us. There's so many potential things that can happen. It's limitless what can happen to Slippy Online.
Wow. How many years has this game been out?
19.
19. Dang. And then we just took it into our own hands to do this stuff because no one's gonna do it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Fizzy is sack right now. Swedish and KGH just talking about stages. Yeah, a bit of an interesting stage select here. It's each side gets a ban, and then it's a random. Oh, the audio.
Oh, yeah, disgusting.
Kalindi, is there anything you can do?
You could just mute.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Good.
Yeah, now it sounds fine.
That load screen was disgusting, though.
Captain Jamie. Is this Dreffen? I mean, no, sorry, this is Swedish. What am I saying? This is Swedish. Yeah.
Captain Swedish just outed himself as Captain Jamie. Now we know. You ever meet Captain Jamie on the ladder, dude?
Did he just expose his Smurf? That now we all know that's Swedish. You can actually just change your name whenever you feel like it.
It's like Steam. That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Now let's go.
Yep, Swedish Delight. KGH, one stock.
Ah, he's gonna have a bad time right here.
Second place shine never fails, Dunk.
Especially on net play, right?
Old net play.
Old net play.
I mean, that shit works on land.
Yo!
Swedish! Oh, he thought KGH was gonna angle for ledge there.
No,
Oh, that's another stock gone to ledge dashes. Swedish evens the match up, 12-12.
Well, dude, online, come on. The meta has to be, if you can, help it, don't ledge dash, right?
Here's the thing, though. It's not online anymore. It's Slippy Online. It's
But
a
dude,
whole new world.
But even Mango played for years not ledge dashing because he's like, there's just no point. Just why? Why put myself in danger? Frame perfect.
You're thinking like me, old school player. I don't ledge dash.
Nope.
I don't do anything that could hurt me, and that's why we get 97th.
Yep. I'm cool with it. All right. This is where the whole crew battle gets broken wide open, or or it could be tight. I don't know.
Well, that was a pretty sick match from Swedish, just to even us back up at 12-12. This crew battle has never been more than one stock lead. These are really evenly matched 5-man lineups. So now that Swedish is in, Midwest is going to choose between Ginger, Reeve, the Marth main, and Dreffen. I honestly think Dreffen. You read my mind, Richard.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only way to go. I mean, the Marth. I don't know how the sheet Marth is nowadays, dude. How is that? But
well, Dreffen's always been really sick in Dittos.
Yeah. Let's see who just came in. Dreffen. Yeah, what's up?
Dreffen is in the chat.
He's in here. We knew it. We knew you were coming.
Dreffen, what do you have to say to the people?
He muted us. He can't hear us.
Exactly. That's what he had to say. and he left. He was sick of us. Please send in Dreffen. If you don't, you're throwing. I have to agree.
Dreffen's got a fan.
Dreffen's
the same guy.
I mean, he has a fan. It's me. I'm a fan, and he's so good at Sheik Dittos.
Do we chain grab here?
Hell yeah, we chain grab here. This isn't 2015 anymore, Richard.
Yeah. Fine, I don't want to talk to you either, Dreffen.
Dreffen joined the Discord, instantly went on mute. Hey, it's not a talk show. These guys are here to fight.
Onward. Watch stream. Yes, I don't mind if I do.
Okay, looks like these players are figuring out their bans. Dreffen's going to get his Discord stream up so we can get started.
Who's Zelda Blade 12? Oh my god. If I lost to Zelda Blade 12 online, I'd be so hurt. I'd probably quit.
Is Zelda Blade 12 Dreffen Smurf?
It's gotta be, dude.
Oh my goodness.
I would quit the game.
I would quit the game if I lost to Zelda Blade 12.
What you doing over there, buddy?
I'm just stoked. I'm ready for this crew battle to start winding down here because it's gonna be intense.
Are we doing this all day?
Maybe.
Hmm.
You down?
I'm down. Yeah.
Order a pizza.
Honey, pizza, hot pockets,
Hot pocket!
hot pockets. Yeah, but I'm also hungry.
Okay, we're looking at the stream chat here. It looks like Dreffen is banning battlefields. I think Swedish gets a ban as well. Maybe he already banned. Dreffen says he's they're searching already, Dunk. We're getting into it.
I was only half joking about that pizza, though. If you want a pizza, I'm just. You want the best pizza order of all time?
What's that?
First of all, you get it thin crust, right? Thin crust, you get white sauce, right? Then you get garlic, chicken, and onions, right? It turns into this
I like it.
It turns into this cracker of goodness. It's real good. That's
that's a good pizza, but the chat is saying stop and SMH and disgusting.
What? Dude, try it. Go
I
get
know
it right now, people. Get it right now.
Dunk, we're getting something else right now.
All right.
And that's Zelda Blade 12 versus Captain Jamie. I don't know who any of these players are.
Me neither, dude. Is this? It's 4 stock to 4 stocks right now, right?
It's 4 stocks to 4 stocks. Swedish even the crews up 12 to 12. We have a good old Sheik Ditto for you guys. Looks like the players are just figuring out.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
What level they're going to. Swedish is asking, do you want to try FOD? Dreffen says, do you want to, with you in all caps. A little bit of mind games, Richard.
Mind games on who? Both of them?
No, Dreffen. Dreffen's in his head. Jake and Shaken called it out. He said, get in his head, Dreffen. Oh, yeah, and of course, the reason they are doing bans into Random Strike is, I think, partially just because Slippy Online doesn't have stage select just yet. It's just random select.
Interesting.
But here we go. The players are just about ready.
And no nonsense on these skins either. They're just like, let's go.
OG skins. We got Dreffen in the blue versus Swedish Delight in red.
What's happening? Why are we waiting? Just because it's crews and that's what we do?
I think we're just making sure button check is looking good. Hey, this stream quality is looking kind of crispy though.
It's kind of nice.
Oh, there's a little chop.
Are we going?
This looks like we're going.
I don't understand.
It's because they didn't want to reset. There's no salty reset feature yet, so they just went for it. That's fine.
Okay. I'm with it.
Yep, Swedish Delight in the red. Starting off pretty good.
Okay.
Catches the shield drop there. Yep.
Dude, I don't really know what Swedish does, like as a player. I don't know what his style is, but when I see Swedish, I can tell it's him. You know? But
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yeah, that was a Swedish thing to do.
He definitely has style, but it's more subtle, like what sets him apart. But he's definitely an all-rounder Sheik. It's just kind of good at a lot of matchups.
I can't put my finger on it though.
To answer your question, we're definitely chain grabbing today.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, Swedish right now.
Dude, he was trying to get nasty.
What? He hit the tilt turnaround. For all my Sheik players out there, they just saw what happened. Oh my God, Swedish is sick.
Fill me in, dude.
Dude, the Sheik players in the chat saw that was actually a turnaround up B. That's really hard to do. Swedish is playing sick. Let's see if Dreffen can bring it back. He needs a grab to start. Here we go. This platform might be problems.
Yeah, it was. It confused him. Okay, nice
Nice
falling
and-
there.
Yeah, that was a good nair. You should be able to close this edge guard out. Yeah, no Amsa tech there from Swedish and Red. Just calling that out because they're both smurfing.
From Captain Jamie over here.
Oh,
Nice crouch. Whoa! Okay,
shit.
jumped out of
Yeah.
it.
Nice jump out by Swedish.
Yeah.
Oh, but he still found the down tilt up smash conversion. Dreffen. He's not out of this match yet. Ooh.
Okay, Dref. Nice read on that roll.
Okay,
There.
sends him back. It's important he sent him that direction. Do the edge guard, but wow. Good recovery from Dreffen, but Swedish just finds the sweet spot back there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on right there.
Nice needles. Okay,
Gets
this is
the
Dreffen's
grab.
chance right here.
Great equalizer. Oh, no way.
I think you can chain grab from 15. Just looks like he's a little bit slow on that. And Swedish is facing so well with back airs and forward airs. Really knows how to beat Sheiks out of shields. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna give me a regrab, I'll take it. Oh, good forward air by Dreffen! Wait a minute, Dunk! Even if he loses the match, it's huge that he got that stock right there.
He could make this happen. Just what he charges his needles, just some needles and then a grab.
Yep. Totally. Get 20% from the needles, or maybe a forward air grab. And Dreffen's rolling all over the place. Nice down air.
Dreffen is the king of the spot dodge rolls.
It's actually worked so far. He's staying alive.
It
But I
always
think
works
that's
for
gonna
him.
do it.
Let's see what
He's gonna
happens.
recover here.
He made it!
He got the Obsotech!
Oh!
What an unbelievable recovery. If he wins this game, he's the greatest player to live. Oh my god, even I'm nervous. Swedish is spacing safe forward airs. That's a grab dunk! Dude! I don't know if the chin grab works at that percent. Swedish.
more percent, just a
I don't-
tiny bit. He was only at like 11% or something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if the chin grab works at that low.
I'm watching the stream again, dude. Oh.
Don't let anyone tell you that rolling is bad.
Yeah.
Rolling is the best move in the game, dude. Whew.
So what he grabs him right here.
Oh, Kevlar says if he had lower port
Oh.
on the chain grab, that might matter at that
So
percent.
he was at 18% after the throw, 11% at the grab.
Yeah.
11% at the grab. Oof.
It's one of those things, maybe it was possible, but you needed a damn quick input.
Maybe just one more pummel or something.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been it because there were no platforms to be seen at that point.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yeah,
right
that was
in the middle.
perfect. But even just Dreffen living at 180 was insane. Switched to Zelda, Omsatech the forward air, switched back, and then wall jumped to safety.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
actually sick.
It was super, super sick. It's like Leffen or Dreffen, he doesn't like he doesn't look like as impressive, like technically, but then he does some stuff like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why he's up there. That's why he's one of
No,
those top.
he's impressive because he'll just make the right call like
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 in a clutch scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that is one more match down in Tri-State versus Midwest, and we have Tri-State back again, one stock up. Let's look at who Midwest is going to send in here.
Well, Ginger's in here with us right now.
Do you think he's getting ready?
Well, he's in the call.
When you get down to the last couple players left, it's pretty quick to
Yeah,
figure out your strategy.
you talked about it for
Yeah.
an hour now. Yeah.
Mhm. Is that Ginger?
Yeah. Ginger's here. There's a his little face is on his Discord thing, just smiling away, dude.
Ginger captaining the Midwest right now.
Yeah, so we got IBDW and 2 Saint. You got to take this one stock off Swedish too.
And on Midwest, we have Reeves, Marth, and Ginger's Falco.
Marth and Ginger's Falco.
Yeah,
Yeah, anchor it with Reeves. That's fine. Because okay, so this is the way it's gonna go. So I think so. Ginger's gonna. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was calling something, but there's no way it's gonna happen that way.
Ginger's gonna go in for this one stock, and it looks like he's banning Dreamland.
Ginger's gonna go in, do what he can. IBDW is gonna come in after that.
Yeah.
And
then
then
probably save 2 Saint for Reeve, you think?
yes. 2 Saint to anchor.
Yeah.
And then yeah. That's gonna be an interesting end of the set.
No, we're getting right into it, man. Like this could go any way. Ginger, whenever it's this one stock match like this, it could get cleaned up, no problem.
And it's Cruz, dude. Like it's explosive. I love Cruz. I miss Cruz, dude.
This is a lot of fun. We're finally getting to see a crew event happen. And we actually got so many top players to participate, including Captain Jamie.
The legend himself, Captain Jamie. I wonder how many players are coming out of retirement right now for this.
Man, a lot. Look at Hugs.
Yeah, look at Hugs.
Semi-retirement.
Nah, dude, he's a pro lore player now. Platinum pro lore player.
Someone said Captain Jamie dash attacked me 6 times in a row, and I was so mad. See, dude, Smurfs are still pissing people off here.
Okay, here we go.
Swedish Delight 1 stock versus Ginger's 4. Oh, nice laser with a shine. I like when Falcos don't come in with the obvious down air, they just laser instead. It's usually a lot safer.
Yeah. Laser's probably most of the time the answer.
Yeah, seriously. Swedish trying to read a second place there.
Ooh, that.
Oh. I think if he held that, it was just enough, but it's one of those ambiguous recoveries. Oh, nice. Down smash. That's going to be Randall saving the day.
Okay.
Wow, that looks like a sketchy edge guard, but Swedish had the read. He was going to Firebird right into him.
That's it. Just dunked him right there. Okay.
Swedish performed really well there.
Yep.
Took his bonus stock. Now,
how many did Swedish take all in all?
I think that was 5.
Just 5? Oof. No, didn't he take 1 off the other? I don't recall.
Was that 6? You're right. That was 6. Sorry, he took 1 and then 4.
6 stock game. Ginger kind of upset at that, for sure. He did this. He did 1 shine, right? 1 shine where it was clearly misspaced. It looked like, one of those Falco reaction shines, or like a Falco autopilot shine, and then he just got clipped for it. Somewhere on the right side of the stage.
The kind of shine that you do your whole career, but you have to unlearn when you get to high level.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
We're gonna stay on Ginger's stream.
Yeah, Ginger keeps 3 stocks, and then Tristate has a choice between IBDW and 2 Saint. I think it's gonna be IBDW. In fact, he's already in the Discord call, dude. He's actually listening, watching. Oh, we do have a Google Doc. That's great. If you guys want to check out the lineups, it's in chat right now.
Nice. Google Doc me.
Damn, look at how many teams there are.
Yeah, that's a lot of
crazy.
people.
1, 2, 6.
I'm gonna power rank this right now. I'm gonna power rank
12 team bracket. That's sick.
The top 5 for me. SoCal is number 1. Damn, actually, this is hard. Number 2 is a little hard. Tri-State, NorCal.
NorCal's pretty sick. I think Florida could surprise us, like just because I'm not super familiar with all 5 of them. That doesn't mean anything. Still have Plup and Gatsu and Forest.
See, like the South is a question mark to me too, because I don't know how good is Albert, dude. I know he's good. Dude, there's so many questions here.
Well, you've played Billy Bo Peep, right? He's a sleeper for sure. He's really good.
He's really good.
And then they got Cobalt on the South crew with Magi and Albert co-captaining.
Lost to Billy Bo Peep in the most heartbreaker of all time. I reverse need him for the last stock. I'm back onto the stage and I suicided.
I think you told me about this.
It was
And that's closer than I got. He kind of beat my ass.
Oh, this is when he was littler, dude. Like,
okay.
This isn't prime.
Billy.
This is coming up, Billy.
Yeah.
I was a little notch on his belt way back when.
Yeah. For you, it was one of the closest matches of your career. For him, it was Monday.
Tuesday, dude.
Okay, Ginger to 3 stocks versus IBW's 4. Looks like we're going to get in on FOD. Get a little button warm up in here, making sure the connection is good. But what's crazy, Dunk, is with rollback, and especially we're playing roughly the same regions over and over, the connections are going to feel pretty smooth as long as you have good routing. It shouldn't be that.
It looks good, different. Man.
Yeah.
Even the stream looks kind of nice.
Yeah, sometimes Discord drops a little bit of frames, but right now it's looking good.
I think that Ginger is the kind of player. The better you are, the better he seems to do. You know, like I feel like versus like mid-high tier players, he has the potential to lose some stocks, but he'll lose those same stocks. He does just about as well versus like the super top players.
That makes sense.
He needs you to be smart for you to be able to get it off.
Whoa. Did you see how fast those 2 backers were from IBDW? And even just that edge guard to get the high angle, how slow he went, that was really nice. But most Foxes would have dropped that backer there. Ooh, did you see the smash DI on that second shine that sent him to the left? That was actually really nice.
Ooh, okay.
If that didn't trade, Ginger was dead there.
Ooh, power shield in it. Power shield again!
Wow.
Okay. These Hail Mary forward smashes aren't paying off right now.
And IBW just missing that tech chase on the top platform. He almost covered
go.
everything.
Got the jump too.
Oh no! Yeah, you just want to hold edge there.
Yeah, possibly. Or maybe his claw wasn't that great.
Ooh, good reaction from Ginger to get that DI. Fox could go anywhere off that up throw. Dude, how nervous were you when he did those double lasers right there?
Extremely.
I was extremely nervous. Nice
okay.
For time.
Nothing. The platform coming up, I think, messed him up a bit.
A little bit, yeah. Nice up tilt trade from Ginger, but he can't get stuffed by backers like this or falling up airs. Oof. Oh, and IBDW.
Wow. Oh no! There's no way that's what he meant to do. No!
He shortened there because he was respecting the fact that IBDW could down smash there. So he wanted to shorten, make it a little harder, but 1 frame off. You hate to see it.
You do. You hate to see it. Ah, that one hurt my soul a little bit because that kind of busted this crew battle wide open, or like that didn't bust it open. It just kind of. It was so tight. It was so tight until this moment. Now it seems almost not mountable.
It's been who are they coming back and forth, and now it's a 2-stock lead for Tristate,
which is with a puff at the end of it, which seems undoable.
Yeah, you were right. Having a puff anchor is pretty scary. So it looks like Midwest is going to put in Reeve here. Reeve the Marth.
Is that Reeve?
Yeah, I just muted Devin.
What's up?
What's up, bud?
Yo.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, just go Devin. Yeah.
Why can't we talk to people? Why are you isolating us, dude?
He's got a tournament to run, Richard.
I wouldn't mind people coming in and saying what's up. What are they thinking? What are they doing? How are they feeling?
Yeah, I mean, Reeve has to have a little bit of pressure on his shoulders being the last player on Midwest. He has to use his 4 to take both of IBDW's and all 4 of Two Saints. So it's really important how the first match goes here. If he can stay with 3 stocks, it's going to be really important, 3 or 4 stocks.
He needs 3 because 2 seems
Yeah.
2 seems real bad versus a Puff coming up at the end.
Yeah, dude.
But then again, the opposite could happen too, right? Like if you're leaving the Puff to anchor at the end and the Puff has to take like 6 stocks, that seems stupid undoable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know, double-edged sword.
Okay, Reeve has made his ban. He's banning Dreamland.
Let's go read.
That makes sense. IBDW is such a good, patient fox. He doesn't want to fight that top platform.
They just do all this in chat.
Yeah, right now IBDW and Reeve are talking about when they want to start the match, and then once they agree, we can get going. And yeah, man, this is Midwest's final hope here. Reeve has to take 6 stocks if they want to advance in this crew bracket.
Yeah, I mean, IBDW is already hard. Like he's IBDW is a destroyer, right? So,
Yeah, it's you might think in your head like, okay, I just got to take these 2 from IBDW. No, you really got to think about how that's going to happen because it's not going to be free at all.
But then again,
go either way.
this is Marth versus Fox on Yoshi's. He could blow him up. He could force stock him. You know, who knows?
I think they're about to get into it. It looks like we're headed to Yoshi's story, and we're going.
Let's go. Okay, that's gonna happen. Nice down tilt.
Yep.
Oh! Oh my God! That was it. He should have done. He should have just went for it.
Yeah, he could have got a shine there, but he's still keeping the pressure on.
Okay. Oh! Grab at the ledge.
Do you see the spacing by Reeve there? How he pulled back just a little bit.
Just enough.
And IBW respects the ledge hop up air from Marth. He just gets away from the platform entirely.
Oh!
Yeah, that forward smash was a little too aggressive, I think.
I mean, he barely missed it because the Fox did run in at that moment. Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what we were talking about. Reeve has to win the match with 3 stocks, or else he has such a hard battle ahead of him.
I love these down tilts, dude. I love them.
And he actually confirmed into grab. It's crazy. Oh, Shy Guys getting in the way.
Oh, that's it. No.
A little too low.
100%.
IBDW's running away with it now.
Oh, must have been last frame, dude.
He read what Reeve was going for there. Really sick. And this is all extra credit for IBDW. He's done so much work already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's tough with those forward smashes.
Yeah.
If you get a good read, they'll totally work, but I feel like IBDW is ready for them. Even lasering just to make it a little flashy. Oh no, you wanted to see a jab there.
Yeah.
Such a sick attempt by IBDW, and he still gets it.
Oh, just Reeves, just please take this stock.
Oh, he could 4-stock him down.
He can. He definitely can. It's looking inevitable.
I mean, it's technically like a 3-stock, but still.
Yeah.
Oh. IBDW.
Oh my!
Tristate wins with 5 stocks left.
The destroyer of worlds, dude.
You called it, didn't you?
I knew that was gonna happen.
No,
I was like,
this man is top 10 for a reason. Like, that was some clean Fox versus Marth right there. 2 Saints in the Twitch chat. He didn't even have to play. 2 Saints, the 6th man.
There's some of the people in the top 20, right? Like that are just destroyers, right? If you go up against them and you're not on their level, like if you're not like top 10 kind of level, because these players are all the players, a lot of players in the top 20 are top 10 level, right?
Yeah.
And if top 50, you're gonna get like 3-stocked, right? And it's not just that you're not top 50, like you gotta have like deserve to be there. You should actually be the top 20, you know.
I mean,
you know
it's
what
just
I mean?
it just shows you how good like the top 10, top 15 are in this game. Like IBDW making quick work of that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because Reeve had really good moments, but it seemed like closing out the stocks was the biggest problem. I wish he was like a little bit more patient and just kind of built up percent, finally get a forward air kill at like 150, just settle for that.
Yeah.
He kind of wanted to end the match right away and go on to 2 Saint. But like I said, you can't sleep on IBDW. 2 stocks or 4 or 10 or 1.
Yeah, you can't give him that many openings. Like those forward smashes onto the shield and stuff like that. Because he was doing such a good job of getting these grabs, these little down tilt grab situations, these dashback grab situations. And then he just threw it all away by doing a couple of raw forward smashes. Yeah. Messing up a couple of up tilts and stuff like that.
It's easy to be here to have hindsight and be like, oh yeah, those forward smashes missed. If those forward smashes hit, we would be losing our minds right now because he would have like 4 stocked him.
Yep.
Or, he would have finished with 4 and ended both of those stocks at 70%. But
then could have went on to 2 Saint, but
Yep. But for now, it looks like Tristate is going to advance with 6 stocks. 2 Saint not even having to play. Good. That was an entertaining crew battle though, just because Midwest had some really good sets in the first couple rounds.
Yeah, the first couple rounds it was looking mad even.
It was all when Swedish Delight came in and took 6 is when it kind of went downhill. They needed Dreffen to beat Swedish there.
And then IBDW is just gonna like I was saying. There's a couple of players that are just like wrecking balls, and I think obviously Plup is kind of one of those. Like Plup, Johnny is one of those kind of people. Like the kind of people you see in crew battle. You're like, oh, this guy could take like 15.